Hello, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Yemisi. Here I share about faith and I give information, guidance, and tips on how to settle in the UK, whether as a student or a skilled worker or a family, a wife, a mother, whichever you are. If you're interested in such content, kindly subscribe to my channel and hit the notification buttons. Today in this video, I'll be talking to you about essential things you need to do when you arrive in the UK as a student. So the first thing you need to get is your BRP, which I know you're aware already, your Biometric Resident Permit. That is the evidence that you do live in the UK or you study in the UK. The BRP is very important because it has every information about you, especially how many hours you're allowed to work. On that BRP, you will see 20 hours. No recourse to public fund. That means you're not allowed public funds and you're only allowed 20 hours to work. Also, get a new number. You need a number to contact people. Interestingly, I heard the TLS in Nigeria is giving people a Libara SIM card. I'm from Nigeria, that's why I know this information, which is good. So you have a number. When you come to the UK, subscribe to a plan, because if you buy an airtime and you do pay as you go, you know go benefit you, my brother and sister. So subscribe to a plan and you can use that plan to get mobile data. So before you get settled in your accommodation to connect to your Wi-Fi and all that, you have mobile data on your phone. Also, once you're getting out, to get your BRP, you should start thinking, oh, where is my school located? That's the first thing you should think about. Where is my school located? Find the location of your school. If you're lucky to get in during the registration week, you will get a lot of help to do your registration and get your student ID. During the registration week, you usually have student ambassadors who can help you around and show you around. But if you've missed that, then you have to go to your school department where you'll be handed over, I'm sure, a welcome pack. The receptionist or office manager will most likely give you all the information you need. Also, sort out your accommodation. If you're very organized like me when I first came into the UK, that's good, because it means you have all your accommodation sorted. But if you're not, it's okay. You're here anyway. So you might be squatting with friends for the moment. Try to get your accommodation sorted. Accommodation is really a big deal these days because it's getting more expensive. The requirements are becoming more strict. You have to get a guarantor. You have to be able to sometimes, prove that you can pay your house rent in the next 6 months or something. So you can check Unipol, you can check spare rooms. There's quite a lot of places, Rightmove, Zoopla. Those are places you can check for accommodation. The next thing I want to talk about is getting a bank account. As soon as you get into the UK, you want to get a bank account where you can save your pounds, and you need different documents for different banks, such as your BRP, your passport. Some would even require your student letter, a student letter from your university, or some people call it student status, to get an account. I would advise you to get a student account because you have a lot of benefits to that. You can get overdraft for a few months and all those benefits for a student account. The next thing is get your NI number. You cannot work in the UK without an NI number. It's a unique identification for individuals. In short, let me say, throughout your life in the UK. And it takes probably about 4 weeks to get. But if you're lucky to get a job as soon as you get in, then you can get a share code from the gov.uk website. A share code is a code that will help your employers to know that you have the right to work in the UK. You just fill a form and you get that, and that is only valid for 30 days. So get that and start working. If you're from, say, a humble background like me, when I came into the UK, I had to settle down and I started working my 20 hours in peace because I needed to support myself and all of that. Thank God for where I am today. The next thing is register with a GP. A GP is a general practitioner, which is like your hospital that looks after you and your family. Some universities have GPs that are affiliated to them, while some don't. So the best thing I would suggest you find the GP nearest to your house. If you don't have an accommodation here, find the one closest to your university, and you can always register online. Just find GP near me and a list will be there on Google. Understand the transportation in your city. Honestly, the UK transportation system is very good. So say you are living very close to school, it means you won't need a bus, you just have to walk. Try to understand the transportation system in the city you live. You really don't have to live in the town. If you can get a cheaper accommodation outside of town, then you can do that. I know a lot of University of Bedfordshire and Hertfordshire students that don't live in, say, Hatfield. University of Hertfordshire is in Hatfield. Most of them live in Luton, which have cheaper accommodation and all of that, and they just take the train or hop on the bus to their university, and then you live a cheaper life close to shops. There are lots of African shops in Luton, so understand the transportation of the city you're in. Also, with your student ID card, you can get loads of discounts on transportation, trust me. So if you need a student pass and all of that, find out which is the right transportation that works for you. Also, get yourself on the Electoral Register. It will help you to build your credit score over time. I'll talk about that in other videos. Finally, join a support group. Try to find support group. In your university, you would have, say, a society that is from your home country, Nigerian society, Zimbabwe, Ghanaian society, wherever you're from, try to find a society and be with people that have the same value system as you do. And that will help you to be able to socialize. You meet a lot of people. If you are single, you will meet somebody. Trust me. Trust me, you will. Also, finally, if you're a Christian, find a Bible believing church. Don't sit in your room and say, oh, I want to just join my church online. Use your online church from your home country for your quiet time. Later in the day, try to get out there, meet people. I had a host during my master's. I had a host family that used to attend the Cornerstone in Nottingham, and they were so lovely. So those are things you can check out. There are host families that live in the UK that want to host international students, just support you. And so there are lots of things you can engage yourself in. But please join a support group, particularly if you're a Christian. Go to a Bible believing church, meet people. You see, it's so easy to backslide in this country. Forget, you will front slide, backslide. It's so easy because the system works. I'm from Nigeria and we do have power cuts. Here there is no power cut. The roads are very good. In Nigeria, when you are traveling, you are praying, Father, Lord, I will not have accident in the name of Jesus. God, let NEPA bring light so I can read back in back at home where I come from. But here there is light 247. So it's so easy to not take God seriously because everything you would ever pray for is available. So connect with people, go out there, find a Bible believing church. If you are single, a brother can be there, a sister can be there, and God will bring you together and no man will put asunder. So connect yourself, find a Bible believing church, don't sit at home. So I hope this will help you as you settle down in the UK as a student. Wishing you all the best. Congratulations once more. See you in my next video. No limits.